Welcome back, everyone. Today I have my very special friend Flash here. He's a baby box turtle, and we are going to read Manners Are Not for Monkeys. Flash, you better pay attention. Eat your dinner. Let's read a book. When the old zookeeper moved the monkeys to a cage beside the picnic area, she didn't know the trouble it would cause. The curious little monkeys stopped playing and pressed their faces through the bars of their cage. They studied the funny children with no tails, who swung and played and ate almost like monkeys, but not quite. It didn't take Mother Monkey long to notice that something was different. "Why are you chewing with your mouths closed?" she demanded. "We are using good manners," they said. "Manners are not for monkeys," Mother told them. "Now chew with your mouths open like good little monkeys." But when they did, the children stopped playing to watch them. So the monkeys closed their mouths again, and the children went back to their interesting games. After their snacks, the little monkeys lined up behind a single rope. One by one, they swung across the cage. "Why are you just standing around?" Mother asked. "We're waiting for our turns," they replied. "Do you want your tails to fall off from boredom?" she warned. The little monkeys looked at the funny children with no tails and shook their heads. "Then go use them," Mother scolded, swinging herself up to a branch for a nap. Just as the little monkeys started to swing, two of the children crashed into each other. After that, the monkeys were afraid to swing all at once. They hung on to their tails and lined up again. When Mother Monkey woke up later, something was not right. The cage was silent. "Where is everybody?" she called out in a panic. She frowned when she found them all playing quietly. "Why is no one screeching?" "Screeching hurts people's ears," the little monkeys explained. "Well, all this is quiet is hurting my ears," Mother said. "Now screech like monkeys so I know where you are." The little monkeys screeched, but then they couldn't concentrate on the children, so they stopped. The frustrated Mother Monkey inspected the cage with a scowl. "This place is disgusting," she exclaimed. "Why aren't there any banana peels on the ground?" "We tidied up," the little monkeys declared proudly. "I don't want you to tidy up," Mother Monkey yelled. "I want good little monkeys who drop peels on the ground where they belong. Screech loudly, swing all together, and chew with their mouths open. Now, please. Try to behave like monkeys." The little monkeys tried their best, but the more they watched the children, the harder it was to remember how monkeys were supposed to behave. One day, a very wild group of children came to the zoo. They roared like lions, they slashed through the mud like elephants, they slapped their foot like wild boars. They pushed and shoved each other all the way to the monkey cage, where they stopped and stared at the well-behaved monkeys. "What's wrong with you?" one of them asked. "Why aren't you acting like monkeys?" "Swing!" they shouted. "Screech!" they demanded. "Here, we'll show you." The wild bunch climbed up the side of the monkey cage. They swung, they slapped, they screeched, and they scattered garbage all around. Mother Monkey smiled. The little monkeys gawked. The children's tired parents shook their heads in shame. The old zookeeper heard the commotion and came to see what was happening. She looked at the children swinging from the sides of the cage. She looked at the monkeys inside, staring. Then she looked at all the parents. "Oh dear," she said, "I've made a terrible mistake." She opened the monkey cage and shooed all the little monkeys out. Then she herded all the wild children into the cage and locked it up tight. "There," she said, "that's much better." And almost everyone agreed. So, manners may not be for monkeys, but they are for us. And this little guy, when people don't mind their manners and they come too close, he might get afraid. So, he has a very special way of recollecting himself. Oh, Flash, you're so afraid. He's really used to me. But if he were to be frightened, they can tuck their little heads all the way in to their bodies. They can bring their little legs in on all sides, which is why they're called a box turtle. They can close up nice and tight. Now this little box turtle can live to be over 30 years old. When he's done growing, he will be the size of my hand. So we've got a lot of growing to do, but we've already done a lot of growing. This little guy, when he started off, he fit on the end of my pinky. And so we've done quite a bit of growing since we hatched out of our egg. Now, box turtles, they love fruits and veggies, but they will also eat bugs. So this little explorer, he loves to spend his days digging in the dirt, looking for delicious worms, or underneath of bushes for lovely crickets. They are pretty magnificent animals. This shell on the outside of his body, this is attached. These are his bones. These bones are just the same as yours that grow inside of your body and make you stand up big and strong. So we keep our bones on the inside, and my turtle, he keeps his bones on the outside, because he has what's called an exoskeleton. That means outside bones. So these little bones will continue to grow as long as my turtle grows. Now, the other really amazing thing about turtles is that they do not stay with their mommies and daddies. When they are born and they hatch out of their eggs, they use a very special thing called an egg tooth. Now, it sits right here on the very end of their nose, and they'll use it to poke, 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 poke until they can move the shell and climb out. Now, when they come out, they don't need a mommy or a daddy to show them how to get food or how to stay safe. These guys are amazing. They will immediately go somewhere safe. They will start looking for delicious things to eat, and they can take care of themselves all by themselves from the very first day they're born. So that's very neat. Now, the box turtle, they are found here in the United States, and they are just pretty magnificent creatures. They have eyes just like us, and they are able to see very, very well. They have a little nose just like us, but instead of having teeth like us, they have a beak like a bird. And so they're able to use their beak for cutting through vegetables and chomping them down for lunch. Well, he was being so polite, he chose not to eat in front of the camera, but we really appreciate you guys joining us for dinner all the same. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks from Peace Pets.